All right, great Sunday morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery in with our Sunday Recharge edition, episode number 214 of our 15 Minutes to Mastery. And with May month in just having ended, figured to do give you a little information, inspiration, motivation with regards to what to look at for your month end results, right? Sunday is the day that we take time to analyze the week that was, plan out the week that's coming up, but it's the perfect time to look at what happened this previous month. And I love the quote for today. Ran across this. I thought it was hilarious. It says, "In God we trust, all others must bring data," from William Edwards Deming. That was pretty funny. In God we trust, all others must bring data. And why is data so important? Well, without the data, you're not going to truly know what it is that you should be improving or what you did well on, right? You're just going based off of the end result, and that's great. Where the end result is what we're after. However, you've got to understand how you got there. And the data is what shows you how you got there, whether it was a great result or if it was not so great or if it sucked. Right. So, in taking the time to really go back and look through these things, well, what's happening, it's like I said, it's helping you identify those things that were success and the things that need to be improved. And using that data then will help you strategize and make decisions when it comes to what to do in June. Now, of course, here's the thing. Okay. You're not looking at the data for what got funded, because that's what you funded in May was work that you did back 3 months ago, 2 months ago. Okay. So what you're looking at right now for your data in May is what did you accomplish this month with regards to new business? Because what you did this month was going to pay you out in another 60 to 90 days, right? So we want to look at the data of new business. How many total new deals did you take this month? And it should have at least been 8 to 10. 8 to 10 new deals that you started this month of May. And that's what you want to look at. How many, and work backwards from there. We're going to run through that, because doing that, it's another form of continuing to improve. It's living that life of Kaizen, right? Continuous improvement, constant change, so that you can take that data and improve upon it. Because you don't want to stay the same. That's the one thing you don't want to do, right? Is stay the same. And you definitely don't want to go backwards. But you don't want to stay the same, because the more you stay the same, the easier it is for you to get passed up, the easier it is for you to get complacent, the easier it is for you to then next month end up being way further behind. So that's why we want to take the time to go ahead and take a look at what went right, what went wrong, and then improve upon that in both, even on the stuff that went right. Okay. So what is it that we should look for? All right. So first of all, like I said, you want to look at how many new deals did I take this month? Okay. Whether it was 4, it should be somewhere between 8 to 10 minimum or more. And then from there, the first thing you want to look at is, okay, you should know already what you sold them for. And then that would, in turn, you should know what it cost for that particular deal. And what I mean by cost is you want to look, okay, what's the invoice price on this house? What are the other expenses that I have in this deal that are included in this? Okay. Is it just delivery, transport, setup, and tie down and the AC install, or am I including some other things in there that are not normally part of my deals? And figure out, how much did you make? How much did the company make? You need to start understanding from the vantage point of the company. Okay. Not just your dollars, but I sold this home. It cost X. I've got all these other expenses. So at this sales price, the company is making X amount. And then if you're at a location that pays you a percentage of that, then obviously you can figure out right now, as of right now, the way it stands, my commission should be this. And look at all of them across the board. Let's just use easy number, round number 10. If you had 10 deals, you want to do that with all 10 today. Take a look at that so you can kind of guesstimate what your potential income is over the next 60 to 90 days. Or further, depending on the turnaround time of the factories of some of these deals. If it's longer than that, obviously, then you're going to be further away in getting that deal funded. But typically right now we're running a 60 to 90 day cycle. So you take a look at that. And so you can see then your potential income. And that should get you jazzed. That should get you fired up. If it doesn't, there's something wrong with you. But anyway, or there's something wrong with your deals. If you're giving them away and you're not making that much money, if you're selling 10 deals to make $10,000, something's wrong. Okay. But anyway, we're going to take a look at that so that way you can see, hey, did I do well? Did I not? But also what it does is it gives you an average of your commission amount so that then you can set goals for the future based on that average, right? If you figure out that your average commission is $4,000 a house, once you average them all out, now you can plan out your future for yourself, things that you need to get accomplished, things that you have coming up, and say, hey, you know what? For November, we're taking a trip, and the trip is going to cost us X amount of dollars. So that means I need to sell in order to do what I got to do, plus take this trip. I need to make sure that 3 months before November, I'm selling X amount of houses. It just makes everything so much clearer for you when you can take that information, analyze it, and then from there, be able to plan things out. That's how all businesses operate. They use the data to make projections. Okay. And you are no different as a housing consultant. You are no different in what you do. You are your own business and you need to be doing the same thing. So then from there, you look at those things. You want to see, where did these sales come from? Were they walk-ins? Were they website traffic? Was it just somebody that came and replied to one of my ads, my own personal ads? Where did these come from? Okay, so that you can see what is working or what worked for you this month. Now, if it was a diversified portfolio, so to speak, right? Well, then you understand that everything works. All avenues are working right now. And so every lead is important, right? Not to say that if you didn't get anything from the website traffic, doesn't mean that those aren't important leads. It just means, one, you're either not getting enough, or two, you're just not putting as much emphasis on it. And it's your belief, your mindset, your perspective on those types of leads that are not generating the results that you should be. Maybe you're not following up enough. Maybe you're not contacting them soon enough, things of that nature. Okay. Where am I not getting business from? And then look at that. Why not? Because there is another avenue for me to provide income for myself and my family. So you need to look at those things. Where did they come from? Okay. And then from there, you want to look at, okay, what were those leads? What did they contact us on? Or what did they contact me on? Which house was it? How did I have that ad structured? What was the pricing on it? What was the verbiage on it? If it was a website traffic lead and it shows what home are they inquiring about? What area are they coming from? All of these things are important, right? You want to take a look at the people that actually decided to move forward with you. What type of business are they in? What kind of income do they have? How many people in the household? So that you can start to form your ideal customer. Because those things that data will show you who your customer avatar is, right? And then now you can start targeting your advertising for that type of customer, because you know that those people are buying, or maybe you're just more comfortable with that type of client, depending on what that situation may be. So this is all the information. This is just some of the information that you can get from analyzing your month that was. How many did I sell? What did they buy? What did I sell them for? What did the company make? What will I make? Who was it that bought it? Where did the lead come from? What were they looking at? All right. You can also see what type of employment, what type of income, so that you can see which ones are budgeting, what that sweet spot is right now on income for budgeting for mortgages. And that makes you move swiftly. It helps you be more efficient, more effective with your time by analyzing that data, right? And so now you also know, man, I need to double down in my marketing over here, right? I need to pay more attention to this marketing over here, right? If I didn't post as many, if I do my own self marketing, which you should, by the way, if I do my own self marketing and I'm not generating leads from there, as compared to some other areas, doesn't mean, well, I'm going to put all my eggs in that basket and that's where I am, because guess what? What about when that dries up? Because there's ebbs and flows, right? You need to be diversified, just like with your investments. You need to diversify in your marketing. So you need to make sure that if you're not doing one thing, that you invest in that as well, and figure out plan out how you can start to get that marketing handled as well. Okay. That is the information, reverse engineering it, going backwards. How many did you sell? What did the company make? What did you make? So now you know your average gross profit. You can plan out, or average commission. Now you can plan out goals for yourself for the future. Where did those leads come from? In other words, what avenue of marketing did they come from? What were they inquiring about? What did they end up buying? What does that household look like? How many people in the home? How much combined income? Things of that nature. All right. You will also be able to see if, hey, most of my customers coming in right now don't have land. Well, now you know you need to switch up that type of marketing so that you start attracting customers that have land. There's so much that you can get from this, but you're not going to know unless you take time to take a look at it. And if you don't take that time to take a look at it, all you're doing in June is you're rolling the dice. And you're hoping that it's going to pan out. You're hoping that the people are going to show up and that you're going to have the same type of results. You can control your outcome by analyzing this information and then using it to make progress in this month of June and going forward. And you want to do the same thing for the ones that got delivered. How long did it take to get delivered? Why was it that long? What homes did they buy? Okay. What issues did we run into along the way? Things of that nature, so that you can get your deals funded quicker, right? How long were they in finance before they got closed? What held up the closing? Okay. All of these things are what will help you move your business along faster. So what are some of the best ways to be able to get this? All right. Here's the thing. All right. There's some actions that you can take, or some perspectives. And when you stop and think about this, when you hear these, you're going to be like, wow, it all comes back to the same thing. That's right. It does. All right. So one, it's setting the right type of goals, right? How many homes are you selling this month of June? And then focus on the areas that need to be prioritized to make that happen based on the information. All right. Second, improve your sales training. All right. Focus in on becoming that type of person. If your office does not have a culture of daily training, you need to implement that for yourself. There is so much out there, including us here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, that can help you with that. That's what we're here for. But you need to continue to improve all the time. And I will tell you, hands down, you need to find somebody in your office that is going to be that person that you can role play with. Role playing is the best way to improve your sales skills. Role play, role play, role play. You don't practice in the game. You practice before the game. Deion Sanders would say he didn't practice to be able to be good in the game. He was good in practice so that the game was just the game. You've got to be role playing consistently. All right. Next thing you want to do is optimize your sales process. Make sure that you understand your sales process. If there's no true sales process at your location, reach out to us. We'll get you one. We'll get you an outline of what to follow so that you can start doing it the same way every time, because that consistency will give you confidence, will make you less nervous, and you will start being in control on a higher scale higher percentage with your deals when you know the format of your sales process and you're confident in that and you're leading the dance, as I like to say. So make sure you're reviewing that sales process if you have one, and master it so that it's second nature, right? And if you don't have one, reach out to us and we'll get you one. Make sure that you're using all the technology that you've got at your disposal. If you've got a CRM, use it, track it, get all the data from that. Put in all your notes. Make sure you log in your calls, or you log in the text messages, you log in the emails, everything, so that you know exactly what is and isn't working. All right. Plus, it also helps you with management, by the way, because you can show them, hey, this is everything that I'm doing. All right. I'm not telling you, I'm showing you. There it is. All right. And any other sales tools you can use, anything that you can use to make your day easier and better. All right. I love using Evernote to keep my notes together. And there's some other things that I use along the way as well. Figure out what works for you and use that. Right. And then most importantly, I'm going to tell you guys this: create a culture of feedback. Be open to feedback from your management and from your customers. Man, call those customers that got delivered in May. Call them yourself and ask them, hey, now that your home is there, right? How was the buying experience with me? What do you feel that I dropped the ball on? Ask them specifically. Don't just ask for the good stuff. Ask for the bad stuff, and be okay to listen to it so that you can take that and improve upon it. Man, if it's a consistent something that people say, it was hard to get a hold of you, Caesar. When I messaged you, you took several days to get back to me. And if you hear that across the board, you know what you need to get improved. I didn't like that this happened. I didn't like that happened. Well, you got to be open to that feedback, because that feedback is only going to make you better, both from your management. All right. Management is there. I'm here to tell you one of the things that my ex-boss told me. He said, I'm not here to tell you what you did right. I'm here to tell you what you did wrong so that you can improve it. So you've got to understand, management is not always going to be kissing your butt. I know you may be used to that because of the way culture is now. We're always telling our kids, oh, you're the best, you're the greatest. And you got these parents that jump down the throats of teachers. I don't understand that. That would not have ever happened when I was a kid. But anyway, you've got to be open to the feedback. And I would tell you, call your customers, the ones that got delivered in May, and ask them for feedback on how the buying experience was with you, because ultimately that's what you want to do. You want to improve the buying experience, because understand this, folks, without doing that, you are not going to ever make a dent in getting any part of the business that is coming from those 22 million families that cannot buy a site-built home right now. They are not going to be influenced and impacted and convinced to go with you if you cannot improve the buying experience to something that they are used to. So take the data, use it, improve upon it, and make this month of June even better than May, and so forth and so on, so that 2024 is your best year yet. And we here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery are here to help you, your teams, whether you're a retailer, community, whether you're a housing consultant, community manager, sales leasing agent, does not matter. Operation manager, general manager, sales manager, any role in the manufactured home sales industry, we are here to help you take your life, your business, and your career to a whole new level. Hope you guys have a great Sunday. Take today, plan your week out, plan your month out, look at the data, and make June even better. You guys have a great day. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.